Good afternoon, guys and dolls. Tribo, welcome to another exciting episode of Spotlight. I'm Chingkee, Mangcucang. Today, we're diving into the world of hospitality with two seasoned experts leading Marco Polo Ortigas to new heights. Our first guest has over 25 years of experience in luxury hotels, specializing in strategic planning, revenue growth, and sustainability. He has worked with top brands like Hilton and Sheraton and played a key role in navigating Resort World Sentosa through the pandemic. Mga katribo, please welcome Marco Polo Ortigas Hotel General Manager Fredrik Johansson.
Thank you very much, Chingkee. Thank you very much for inviting me to be a part of this.
It's our pleasure, our pleasure. And mga katribo, joining him is a marketing powerhouse who has been instrumental in shaping Marco Polo Ortigas brand and driving its business success. His expertise in sales and marketing has helped position the hotel as a top destination. Please welcome Francis David, Director of Sales and Marketing.
Thank you very much, Ms. Chingkee. Glad to be here.
Welcome to Spotlight here on Daily Tribune. We really appreciate you making time for us. It's a pleasure. For all of you, I would like to share that I had a good experience in Marco Polo, even before I met them. We enjoyed Marco Polo. Marco Polo hotels in Hong Kong actually was our destination, a default since when the children were growing up. We used to go to Hong Kong and bring them there. When they do good in school, on summer, we take them all to Hong Kong. So that's our house in Hong Kong. So let's get to it.
Yes, pleasure to hear.
We welcome you and we hope you enjoy our conversation.
Yeah, we will. Certainly
So,
will
mga
do.
katibo, you please join us and don't leave us. This is a very interesting show today. So, running a hotel is like directing a blockbuster movie. You know,
Yes.
you need a vision. 5 years from now, what's the ultimate Marco Polo storyline you're trying to create?
What we're trying to create is we're trying to create a blockbuster or a storyline for the guest.
For the guest.
When they are staying with us, they are kind of the actor of their own storyline or the actor of their own movie, where we are there to create a moment where there's a everlasting
like
moment.
that. Create the moment.
As where you said you stayed there in December during Christmas, and then you had some good feelings, memories from us. And that's the story what we're trying to create, and we're trying to be personal with elegance and trying to have something for the guests to really remember and creating a wow experience when they're there. And so what we're trying to achieve is not to just be in a hotel, but be a place where you experience, not just stay with, you experience this Marco Polo Ortigas Manila. And yeah, so when you leave, you should have a bountiful of experience to talk about and remember for the future.
Francis, do you have anything to add?
I do. Of course, in terms of storyline, what comes to my mind is the movie of Tom Cruise, Top Gun. Because like even with so many years, it's still relevant up to now. And our vision is that while we are relevant today, we want in the future to be relevant, but the operative word should be Top Gun. We want to be top tier. That's why we continuously strive for excellence. And when we talk about excellence, it's really digging into what my GM said about creating those meaningful experiences, because that is what our brand is all about. It's really like touching the hearts, not just the minds of the people. That's why with you, you carry those memories and it warms our hearts. Like when we talk to our clients, they don't talk about the aesthetic. by itself, but they talk about, oh, I had this special occasion. You remember the occasion. So we want to be associated with that.
Yeah, and if I have the luxury of time, I would always go back because I like their massage. And the rooms.
See?
We had a perfect, really perfect view where the children saw and watch every night
Yes.
the lights.
True. We're a Sky Hotel.
yeah.
Actually, we're the
Yeah,
first Sky Hotel in the Philippines. And our floors from the 27th and up to the 44th would give you a good vantage point.
Yeah, but you know, there are so many hotels. It's a stiff competition, and you go to one hotel and you'd love this thing about it. You go to another hotel. There's another good thing about it. What is the secret ingredient? What makes Marco Polo stand out?
I would say the human touch, the personal experience, and the warmth when you walk in, the greetings from the doorman, and the special greeting, and the human, like how they personalize it, and when you're coming up. And as Francis said, our lobby is on the 24th floor. You're coming up, you see the view straight out. You have a fantastic view of the Rizal Mountains. So again, the human touch there, going up and to housekeeping, and the personal note in the room from the room attendant to the waiters and waitresses being able to recognize you and remember, or recommending a great bottle of wine for your dinner to pair with your meal. So that's what we're trying to create, and that's what Marco Polo moment is for.
Anything else, Francis?
Yes, rightfully said by Fredrik, it's about the people and the warmth that we give, the service. Actually, one of our unique segments in the hotel would be the entertainment industry. We have a lot of big name celebrities, international performing artists who would choose us as their accommodation. But what I have seen, why concert producers choose us, is the flexibility of our operations. Like check-in to happen at the elevator, like at the parking lot, like the keys have to be ready. So those are some of the nuances. Like I've worked for other brands before, and of course each brand would have its own parameter in handling guests or operational requests. I must say that people in Marco Polo are one of those who are most flexible in adapting to the requests of the clients.
I want you to answer my next question. First, I want you to answer it first because he's the director of sales and marketing.
Pressure. Oh, pressure.
But of course I know that the GM is the captain.
Yes, he is.
But being the director for sales and marketing, I know you also throw in a lot of ideas, and you
Yes,
collaborate
yes.
and you discuss what's best.
True.
Hotels, especially here, other tourist destinations, they try to outdo each other.
Yes.
In terms of promos, in
That's
terms
true.
of amenities, shows. Have you thought of any out-of-the-box promo that, or at least you've done or you're going to do in the next 2-3 years?
Yes, we do. I actually have two answers to that. The first one is we have this unique concept in our all-day dining restaurant called Cucina. The promo is called Citizen. Is it a buffet restaurant or is it an a la carte restaurant? Well, the answer is it's more of a hybrid. We've noticed that during we've noticed like during Sunday evening and up to Wednesday evening, our clients would be in their offices, so they don't really have much time to eat in a buffet. But at the same time, they're also in a rush that they could not wait for a full a la carte service. So what we did, instead of serving our regular buffet on those particular days, we created a mindful eating concept whereby you have like portions or elements of the buffet present, like for your salads, for your desserts, but the main course is set. So it addresses basically the need of the guests to have like lesser time spent in your restaurant to go to their meeting,
And quick,
but
yeah.
but at the same time the luxury of being in a hotel. And pricing point wise, it's cheaper than a buffet. So that's something that I have so far never seen in any other hotel. And the second one, which is a marketing activity that's close to my heart, is when our hotel operates with purpose. Every year, we partner with the hospital whereby some of our selected products or items, we give proceeds to our hospital beneficiary for their cancer survivor or cancer foundation. this is during Breast Cancer Awareness Month because, like for me, marketing is not really just about selling. It's really operating
I
the
want
business
to
with
interview you more about that.
purpose.
Yeah,
Like
that's
last year we
nice.
did Cardinal Santos Medical Center. They've been a very good partner. And what I like about it, it's not just also the purpose, the creative part, because it's usually Pinktober. We really create products that are color pink. So that's really like
Pinktober.
last year we had the
Pink latte.
the pink latte, but when we tried it, it was interesting because it was actually made out of beetroot. That's why the color pink is there. So it allows us to wear the hat of like creativity, but at the same time, we know that we are also operating with purpose.
You know, mga katribo, I have to share this with you. I experienced their hybrid only a few weeks ago, I think.
Oh, really? The
Okay.
Citizen.
Where was that?
I was really surprised, pleasantly. You know, because you know when it's weekday, everybody's on the run. Most of those who will go to your hotel are working executives.
Yes.
And while some of them may even have missed breakfast. So while they're waiting for the main course, they can go around and have their their
Soup,
salads,
breads,
soup,
yes.
breads, and they have good choices. Not because they're our guests now, but you know, I'm telling you, they're not paying me for this, but it's actually my experience, and I just would like to share it with you. And if you'd like to experience that as well, please
welcome.
go and go and try their food, their restaurants. Okay, how about you, Fredrik? Any out of the box plan of promo or
We always
strategy?
trying to be out of the box and trying to create. We're trying to be in the forefront of the marketing and coming up with new ways of marketing ourselves in the market and to differentiate ourselves to all the other brands out there. So that's a constant thing. I don't coming up on something particular just now, but again, it is something that we're looking at what's happening in the market and see how we can entice that, and looking at some TikTok movie, what's happening in TikTok and social media to really create different and outstanding marketing promotions.
In the past, in your other
I have
assignments.
I have a funny story about that one. All right.
Is it okay if you share it?
Yeah, I'll share this one. But it wasn't. We were opening. I don't need to say the brand, but we're opening another hotel, and we're going to create awareness. So we thought we were going to do a small. So at that time, like taxis, we were not into Uber and Grab and all that. So there was mainly taxis. So we said, we do a small taxi thing. So we decided we between 9 and 11 in the morning we pay. I think it was about 50 taxis. We give them 1,000 pesos each. And when they come there, just to create awareness for a taxi driver, something like this. What happened was that there was over thousands taxis showed up, and it became.
What was your target?
We target 50.
50 only, and there are 1,000.
And there was thousands showing because the word spread like wildfire, and there was a traffic police. A newspaper came. And again, it was from so little, it became, we were in the news for the whole day, everywhere.
So what happened to the other 950 taxis?
Oh, they didn't get it because it was first came.
First come, first served.
First served. So it was, but again, we got so much media out of it, and it was such a big deal, and it was after that.
And you achieved the purpose, awareness.
Yeah, so after that day, everybody knew where we were located. And it was funny. It was interesting, but in the middle of it, it was not. It was the police complained, and the whole city or whole area location where we were, it was just taxi cars. All right, and it was, it was fun.
Well, you know, like us in Daily Tribune, we have a wish list of guests. We want this guest to be this person to be our guest. Can we have this as our guest? I suppose GMs and directors have that also, you know, like a dream guest or the guest that will make you, wait, what? Wait. Do you have any dream guest?
No, personally, I don't have that. And again, with it being 25 years in the industry, I've been meeting presidents, kings, royalties, celebrities, and of course, you want, let's say, for the hotel, and the face of the hotel is good, right? And it's more interesting when you have upcoming stars and things like this, or then you have some stars that's coming there but staying with you, and they are not the full-blown stars, and then later on they go travel, and then wow, they stay with us and things like this. When they're a little bit more humbled, he say like that, all right? So before and then later on they become a full superstar, and then their reputation or their expectation is totally different from the hotel, all right?
But when you have these big personalities, guests, dignitaries in your hotel, in your past assignments, have you had any challenge? Anything that you encountered that's not really planned? Disaster even?
I have. In my other brand before, I was still sort of like middle management in sales, and then they asked me to bring this international group, and it so happened one of the like high-ranking officials was there, and that was the time where there was a water surge in Manila Bay, and almost, I think, if my memory serves me right, 9 Olympic-sized pool amount of water came to our hotel during an international event.
I think I know the hotel.
I was the one handling that. So you could just imagine, nobody knew how to handle it back then. Who can prepare you for that?
What did you do? That's difficult.
That's why I became very close with my GM. I become close with my GMs currently and in the past. And we didn't have staff who weren't able to come to work back then. So of course, we had to reassure them that we will address the concerns because a lot of their cars got flooded. I think that's also one of the few times that sort of triggered the awareness of having force majeure in your insurances. And what happened was we lost power, we lost water, we lost telephone lines, we lost phone signals. So basically, grassroots hospitality. It was me and my GM really setting up the tables for banqueting, and then they said this international meeting has to happen. So we were setting up candles along the hallways.
Oh, well, romantic.
Might as well. Yes. And after that learning experience, my GM said, "I'm gonna promote you."
Being there when things are tough.
Yes, and it's really learning things that
But I think that's
learned.
also a part of being a hotelier.
That's true.
And every hotel is
all ready for
everything. Anything.
Prepared.
Any times happen.
Mga katribo, this is getting more and more interesting. Please don't touch that remote. We'll be right back after a short break.
And this break is brought to you by Meralco, ang liwanag ng bukas. SM, we've got it all for you. Smart. Live more today. Union Bank. It starts with you.
Usapang OFW is the show that honors the journeys of our modern-day heroes, our OFWs. Join Chingkee Fernandez, John Dodson, and Rafi Ayang every Tuesday and Thursday at 3 p.m. to hear the real stories behind the sacrifices. Watch it live on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Tribune now on YouTube, and Daily Tribune Official on TikTok.
Want to hear from thought leaders shaping our world? Straight Talk with Chito Lazada and Ted Montalibano dives into leadership, politics, and business every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Catch conversation live on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Tribune now on YouTube, and Daily Tribune Official on TikTok.
Ready for the hot takes of today's biggest issues? Hot Patatas with Vernon Velasco and Carl Magadia delivers the news that matters. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 3 p.m. Tune in live on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Tribune now on YouTube, and Daily Tribune Official on TikTok, where the real talk happens.
Utol, once just a colloquial term for a brother or sister, today the same term stands for a better option to your transportation needs. Unified Transport Operations League, or better known as Utol, was established to give you an alternative to ride-hailing, with the concept of availing the service with care and compassion, as if it was rendered by your own sibling. Now, who would you prefer to drive you home? Utol, the ride-hailing app to consider.
Welcome back, mga katribo. We're back here with our guest, of course, the GM General Manager, Fredrik. I'm so excited. I want to finish immediately because I want to ask questions. And of course, the Director for Sales and Marketing, Francis David. Okay, we were just talking about the challenge, the oh no moment. Francis here shared what happened during the surge, one of the surges we had. I'm sure it was a big typhoon, you know, a strong typhoon.
Yes.
And I would like to ask Fredrik the same question. He had how many decades of experience, not only here in the Philippines, because he's new here in the Philippines. He has been in all, you may imagine, different hotels. Have you had, can you share with us, an inside event when you had oh no moments? Oh no.
A real oh no moment was when I was just starting out in the industry, and as Francis, I was been working a few years, but I was about a manager in the food and beverage
food and beverage.
Yeah.
I'm interested here.
And I was working in banquets, and we had a conference. It's a world, like a huge company. They had a annual conference on 500 or 600 people in the audience, we got there, they're starting, and then the organizer said in the morning that the CEO is going to come riding in on a horse to present himself, and when we go, oh no, what?
Inside the hotel.
Inside the hotel.
Riding a horse.
So the CEO had the idea that he's going to come in on the horse, and you had 500, 600 people sitting clapping, and nobody has told him it was not such a good idea to do that inside the hotel. But so everybody said yes, and but we managed to make it happen. But it was a little bit, oh no, like how are we going to handle the horse?
And how did and what happened? It's okay.
No, we got it in, we got it working, and then.
Thank God.
But it was. Yeah,
it was scary.
It was a little bit.
That, a horse.
A horse. It's a lot of things can happen.
Yeah.
It's a living animal.
That's the first time I heard about a horse walking in a hotel.
Yeah. We made it happen. It went out well, and they liked it. And the CEO, the entrance he did was amazing, but.
I could just imagine, how nervous you could be, knowing that, the uncertainty.
Uncertainty, yes, and again, and the amount of time we got like 1 or 2 hours planning for it. It was just, all right. So what are we going to do? So we made it happen, and it went well. But it was one of the moments that you don't forget.
I hope I hope that he did not request for an elephant.
That would have been. But
a horse maybe is still manageable, but I hope no elephant. Yeah. Okay, so I was just telling you, mga katribo, that I had a good time. We are my family, and I had a good time in Marco Polo. It was actually last-minute decision because we honestly didn't know what to do. I was always busy, and my children said, "Mom, we have to take this few days off, stay with us." And we, of course, selected Marco Polo. The food was good. Oh, the food really is good. My children love it, and if they love it, I love it more.
That's good. Yes.
That's how it is.
Yes.
It's really good. I believe Marco Polo is a top-tier hotel.
Thank you. Yes.
But if you're going to eat just one food among the food that you serve for every day for the rest of your life,
so then I need to think. No, I'm pretty sure which one it is already. So I would choose our Chinese restaurant, our Long Hin restaurant, and I would choose our roasted duck, Beijing duck. Just to be, if as you say, I need to eat it every day, so I need to have a variety. So I need to have some vegetables inside, so I get the greens inside.
It can be served in three ways.
Exactly. So so it's a excellent dish, really tasty. Really can recommend it. It's out of the world.
I think I can do that too.
Yeah.
Even in one way. How about you, Francis?
For myself, I would choose Cucina or all-day dining. But again, there's a station there. It's also Chinese and Asian. The chicken feet. We
Oh, I haven't tried that. I
have
didn't
to.
see that.
Yes.
I'll try that next
Yeah.
time.
And why? They said for more collagen. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's true, but the
I'll try
flavor
that.
it's very flavorful. And actually, a lot of our media
I didn't see
partners
that?
tell us the chicken feet is good. Actually, they were the ones who prodded me to try it. Like I was not trying it before. Now I just hope I don't grow feathers.
But as long as you scratch the money.
I know. I know.
Okay. This is a funny question. I think you will like this question, mga katribo. Okay. Let's imagine no hospitality in the world, no hotels, no restaurant, just a blank slate. Okay. What have you been doing instead? No hotels, no hospitality, no restaurant. What will you do? What do you think you'll be doing instead?
I would be more of a consultant working to, connect different people or different companies
so
from
you're
different
really-
cultures. I love traveling.
People person.
Love traveling, love meeting new people, love to experience new food and new areas. So again, I think that's how I see myself if there wouldn't be any hotels or restaurants in the world.
You are where you should be.
Thank you. Yes.
How about you, Francis?
I will be involved in sports. I may be part of a basketball team. I know my height doesn't say that I'm a basketball player. I'm only 5'6". Or I may be a sprint swimmer. Butterfly
love
swimmer,
swimming.
freestyle. Freestyle and butterfly.
Oh,
I
wow.
still get to do it like I used to do it every day.
Have you competed in school?
No, not yet. But because I was very focused in having a career. But if I had to redo it, maybe I'm in sports.
Oh, you see? Someone who connects people and someone who loves sports. Wonderful. That's why they are where they are, right? Okay, so another funny question, fun question. Well, mga katribo, my phone is on. If you have some questions, please type in. We will read some of your questions if it is readable, or if we can read it, allowed to read it here on TV or in our platforms. Okay, so this is another fun question. Let's
Yeah.
just have fun, because you know when you work in a hotel, it's
fun.
like it's fun, but you
Yes.
know it's also a little bit stressful,
Yes.
especially when you have a lot of events, and then you know that there will be special occasions or a lot of competitions. So therefore, the stress, you cannot get away with it. But let's say, for example, Marco Polo is a movie. If it is a movie, what genre would it be?
I would think it would be in a little bit of
What
a
genre is that?
adventure movie.
Adventure movie.
Yeah.
And if you're the movie star there, who do you think would play your part among the stars?
George Clooney.
Oh, I like
Yeah.
that. Oh, I love George Clooney. I really love him and the wife. I like
Oh
them.
yes,
Yeah.
very good couple.
George Clooney. How about you, Francis? If it's a movie,
Yes.
what genre,
Yes.
and who do you think will play your part?
Actually, I was about to say like it's action or adventure, but for the sake of having a different answer, I would say drama. Not that because there's a lot of drama in the hotel. Actually, there's a lot of fun in the hotel. But what movie comes into my mind is that I'm not sure if you remember this award-winning movie, Philadelphia.
Oh yeah, I've seen that a lot of times.
Because there's a lot of inclusivity and diversity and inclusion that's happening now in the hotel industry
So
and in the
who
global
would
landscape.
play your part?
Tom Hanks.
Tom
of
Hanks.
course,
Oh,
yes.
yes.
So that would be the genre. Because there's a lot of empathy that's going on inside the hotel when we look at our guests and how we look at our work, like how we collaborate with other team members. It's always through that lens of empathy, inclusivity, and working together. Despite of differences.
Your answers really describe what a hotel is. Lots of action, adventure, drama in a sense that you create people to you establish people to people relationship. You create memories. I love Marco Polo.
Because you've been in our hotel.
Oh yes,
you are also part of that
story,
narrative.
yes.
You are, and that's why
Marco
we're there.
Polo. I feel Marco Polo like I feel it like a home. It can be a home, and
Home away
only if
from
I'm
home.
given a luxury of time, as I was telling Michelle, if I will have the luxury of time, I would frequent the place, have my massage, sleep there. Oh, the rooms, the bed, so comfy. So anyway,
Sounds like a love story for your job.
Yeah, the love story. Yes, that's the end. Really.
Discovery. And,
It's
Eat, pray, love.
It's a
something
love
like that.
story for among my children and
Yes.
me. It's a creating memory, and when you say you're over 50, you start valuing more the memory that you create. Every time you spend with your family, you want to create a memory. So, people have all sorts of ideas about what a GM does.
Yes.
Or even what Director for Sales and Marketing does. What's about your job that the public does not really know? I don't know, I can't even, I think I know your job, but I know that there's something I don't know.
I think there's many things you don't know. All right. And
Yeah, and what can sometimes all the scope of your job, the role. What are the most common things that go wrong that the public don't really know?
The most common thing that goes wrong, again, in a hotel, we have 300 plus staff working with us, and everybody has a different will. And it's you're training to be a hotel is a little bit like a sportsman or elite trying to be competing in the Olympics. We always try to be on the top tier, and we're always trying to be better and better and better. So we always keep on trying, training. Sometimes things don't go right, but it is always constant training to improve ourselves and looking the ways we can, be more personalized, come up with new services to our guests, to be different, to be really creating, again, coming back to creating the memories. But again, if we don't have the training, if we don't have it for how can you create even better experience for the guests? So that is
Continuous training.
Continuous training, but that's not really what's going wrong. It's more it's more sometimes the lack of the misanticipation from the guest towards from the staff towards the guest, and again, the guest is expecting something where the staff maybe misinterpret.
I'm very familiar with the attention of the waiters,
details,
the details, even the way they pour the water on my glass. I have to make sure it's 1 inch higher.
Yes.
It doesn't touch. You know what? I observe, and I compliment. And if they don't do it right, I also tell them. I tell them. We used to train 5-star hotel extra staff. Name the top 3 hotels before I joined the
All right, so you know about the training. You know about how to always try to be on the top.
It's not easy.
It's not easy.
It's not easy, especially now that more and more hotels are being built. One of our guests earlier told us that 15 more branches will be open.
Wow, yes.
Yeah, in the next 2 years. That's a lot of competition.
Yeah, and then how are you going to keep up your standards and everything?
How about you, Francis? What do you think are the things that we don't know that that make you be on the top?
Okay, there's a lot of misconception, not just for the public, but sometimes even within the hotel when they look at sales and marketing people, because we always invite people for lunches, for dinners, and then for site inspections. They think that every day we're just going to work to eat. But of course, it's a perk. We're not complaining. But what comes behind the scene is that there's a lot of thought into the strategies and into the needed business acumen to really attract the right market segments, and that there are actually numbers attached, like we measure conversions, and that it's hard also. It's not easy to really bring in a guest inside your hotel. That's why it's our job to bring in the guests, then operations would take over to ensure that the guests would stay. There's one story, like when I was still really hardcore on the field, and I came from the ranks, like really working corporate accounts, walking the streets of ADB Avenue, and we had like quotas, like how many accounts should you visit. There was a time I was walking and the heel of my shoe got broken, but I was not yet finished with my quota, and I actually picked it up and I put it inside my bag, and I went to my client, and my client was saying, "You're missing something in your shoe." Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's actually, there's a lot of hard work and thought into the roles that we do. But at the end of the day, it's part of it. And
Keeping the competition, keeping the hotel as one of the top tier is not easy, to put it mildly.
Yes.
It's also not easy to keep good people.
Sure.
Because of the competition. Hotels may offer more, some may even offer promotion. How do you handle this type of challenge?
You want to start?
Okay. So, true, and that's even augmented by the generation now, like with the infusion of technology, like everything is accessible, even work from home arrangements, like in hospitality, and as much as we would want to do that, we are always on site, we have to be with a guest. But my answer to that is like culture building. Like as you get to mature in the workplace, it's not really just about the salary, or it's not just about the property that you're working for, but the totality of it. And in Marco Polo and in our company, we have the colleague experience survey that we really take seriously every year, that measures all the facets of engagement. And yeah, our GM drives us to have action plans whereby we really have like a scientific method to it, to have a look at the metrics where we are down, or the areas where we're doing well.
Mga katribo, you think that their job is glamorous. They're all dressed up, looking good, and smelling good. But it's not that easy. There are so many challenges that people don't know that they have to deal with every day. So take this chance to invite the public to go to your hotel, experience what I've experienced. Don't get me wrong, I don't even know them. I don't even know them when I check in. It was a choice because it's in the middle of the place where my other child lives and we live. So it's the location that first made us choose Marco Polo. But now, I'm just sharing what I experienced, and I'm not really making things up. It's my actual experience, and I want you, mga katribo, to experience it. So, you have the floor right now. Please invite them. You have any promotion, anything that makes Marco Polo more attractive to everyone, especially your target market, our young professionals?
Yes, welcome to Marco Polo Ortigas. As we've been talking about, we are a top-tier hotel, and we are we're always coming up with new offerings, and our Chinese restaurant, Long Hin, is an authentic Cantonese restaurant.
I tried that, yeah.
And it's fantastic, all right?
It
And then we have authentic Hong Kong chef as well, which is one of the only one that is actually, he's from Hong Kong, and he's really special. So I would really recommend you guys come and try it out. And then when you're doing that, afterwards we have the Sky Bar, our Views Sky Bar. With the view of the Rizal Mountains is just amazing. And for just to have a nice nightcap or a party with your friends. We have DJ, we have live band, and it's just an amazing bar, Sky Bar, to come and try out. It's just one of the top one in Manila.
And I already enjoy the violin during the Christmas evening, Christmas Eve. We had violins there in Marco Polo. Oh, well, before we end this show, so sad, we'll have to end it. Time is running really fast. But you are new here in the Philippines, right?
Yes,
Fredrik?
I am.
And,
7 months.
Yeah, you are from Sweden, but before
Yes.
that, where were you assigned? Can you tell our
I've been in Asia for the last 25 years. So
oh,
I've
you're
been
Asian already.
half.
Yeah.
So getting there. So I've been in Australia, been Hong Kong, Singapore, China, and now we finish. So coming to Manila is something of a long, was been on my bucket list for a long time. Actually,
Finally, you're here.
Finally, and actually, I was planned to come here in 1995 to go diving. And it was
diving?
Yeah, at that time I was a vivid diver, and then and I think it was 1993, 94, something like this, where Cebu got the world's best beach nominated, or best diving site in the world. Was nominated at that time. So my plan was there, but then something can get between. But now I'm here.
We're glad you're here.
Yes.
How about you, Francis? Any parting words to our Katribo? Invite them.
Yes.
Tell them how good your hotel is.
Yes, if you want to experience that same unique and memorable experience that Miss Chingkee had, please come stay with us and we will give you that experience. Not just Miss Chingkee who's actually sharing that positive experience, but we'd also like to take this opportunity to thank our clients and patrons because they have put us on TripAdvisor as #1 in Pasig. So that's not us saying we're #1, but it's a collective or bundle of experiences. And to know more about our rates and promotions and offerings, you can follow us. We're in social media. On Facebook, it's Marco Polo Ortigas Manila. We also have an Instagram account.
Oh, nice. So do that, mga Katribo. And we have one more question. From Sir Windsor. He is our editor on sustainability. Everybody's big on sustainability now.
Yes.
We are proud to say that Daily Tribune is the first media outlet that signed with the United Nations to promote its 17 sustainable goals. And we have a global goal or Sustainable Development Goals pages every Monday. The question here, Windsor. Hi, Windsor. Okay, this is his question. Does Marco Polo use renewable energy for its electricity requirement? Have you started doing that? I think a lot are doing that.
No, we are looking into it to see how we can get more renewable energy, of course, energy, but also about the sustainability overall. So we are working very closely on the management team to see how we can be more sustainable. Energy is one thing, but it's also how we're going to save water, save energy, remove plastic from our operation.
That already,
so
right?
we practice that already. So we are following this, and we're doing a lot of things already. And Marco Polo as a group we're doing a lot for that. But just in terms of renewable energy and for its electricity requirement, we are not there at this stage. We are looking at to see how we can get more.
I don't know if it's intentional, but the walls, the glasses. When I stayed there, I did not use the lights because it's because of the glass. It's well lighted in the morning, so you don't need to use the.
Yeah.
I don't know if the architect or the architect.
I think the architect had that in the mind to keep the, floor to ceiling windows to get the light inside to be more a bright room and be more, to reduce some of it as well. So yes.
Once you ventured on any project about sustainability, please. Ring us, give us a ring, and
certainly.
we'll be more than happy to cover it and make people aware that Marco Polo is also doing a lot of stuff for sustainability.
We'd love to be a part of
We
that.
are committed, and just recently we gave our commitment for Earth Hour.
Yes.
So that's happening also this
On
March.
the 22nd.
On the
Yes.
22nd. So that will help us reduce.
We will have a special supplement. So if you have some editorial, advertorial that you want to send us, I'll talk to Melissa about it.
And then we're also supporting one room as a the
Virtual
raffle
marathon.
for the World War.
WWF.
The run, the global run. So if someone running and then
Oh, wow.
participate in this
Oh,
one.
that's good. That's really good. Okay, so gentlemen, it's a pleasure. I don't want to stop, but we have another show coming. So that's a wrap up for today's spotlight. We hope mga Katribo, you enjoyed our conversation with Fredrik Johansson and Francis David and gained valuable insights into the hospitality industry. This is so fun. I really appreciate you coming
We
here.
had fun.
We
Thank
hope
you.
we can do this
Thank
again.
you for inviting. We'd love to do it again.
So anyway, if you have missed any part of today's discussion, don't worry. You can always catch the full episode online. And don't forget to tune in later for our Usapang OFW for Straight Talk tomorrow at 10 a.m. and followed by Hot Patatas at 3 p.m. for more insightful discussions and breaking news. It's been a pleasure having you with us. Until next time, thanks again, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Stay informed and stay inspired. I'm Chingkee Mangcucang. Have a nice day. And this has been your Spotlight.
This public service announcement is brought to you by Meralco.
Alam nyo ba kung saan napupunta ang binabayad nyo sa Meralco? Dito sa series na ito, isa-isahin natin yan para maipaliwanag ko po sa inyong lahat. Ako po si Joe Saldariaga ng Meralco Corporate Communication Office. Alam nyo ba na pag nagbabayad kayo ng bill sa kuryente, nasa mga 20% lang on the average ang napupunta sa Meralco? Sa katotohanan, nahahati sa iba't ibang components ang inyong electricity bill. Kumbaga parang pizza lang yan. Kasama sa binabayaran natin ay ang generation charge na napupunta sa generation companies o mga nag-ooperate ng power plants, transmission charge na napupunta sa system grid operator ng Pilipinas, na National Grid Corporation of the Philippines, at iba-ibang charges na napupunta sa gobyerno. Tulad po ito ng mga subsidies, taxes, universal charges at fit-all. Kung tutuusin, tulad nga nabanggit ko, nasa around 20% on the average ang kabuang bill ang binabayad sa Meralco sa pamamagitan ng distribution charge. Ito na ang pinaka-epektibong sistema para sa electricity consumers. Iwas abala ito para hindi na isa-isahin pang bayaran ng iba't ibang kumpanya na dinadaanan ng kuryente. Naway, nabigyan linaw ko po kayo kahit papano sa inyong mga katanungan ukol sa inyong electricity bill. Hanggang sa muli, ako po si Manong Joe, ang inyong lingkod.